after his water meter showed his house used more than 130,000 gallons of water in just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Craig Teal was facing a bill over $400. I went out and went over his usage history, which made no sense.
I don't understand it.
The company said he had a leak, but Teal had the plumber check it that morning. So I checked the meter for accuracy. We found a 5-gallon bucket and drained exactly 20 gallons of water from the tub.
Ended at
So about 20 gallons. Then.
about 20 gallons.
The meter was accurate. I sent a detailed email to the water company documenting the situation. They looked into it and got back to me before the 6. Fathom got back to us not an hour ago and admitted they made a mistake on the bill. Fathom will send Teal a new bill that is more than $200 less. Pretty cool.
Cove woman spent $10,000 on a fence at Lowe's. She says it collapsed 4 years later and she didn't know where to turn.
Donna Twait said Lowe's subcontractors installed her fence wrong.
We complained for years.
I worked with a family friend to get the plans for the fence, and we looked to see if the contractor actually followed them.
You're supposed to concrete the post 12 inches around the perimeter of the post.
The post wasn't surrounded at all. So the rails are supposed to be secured to the posts by screws. You can just kind of kick it right off. We sent all the info to Lowe's proving it had been installed incorrectly. 1 month later, we ran this story. 1 month after giving Channel 6 a call, 8 years after paying for a quality fence,
Right there.
Donna Twait is getting her fence.
I just so appreciate y'all. Channel 6 definitely is my channel now.
Guys, Gathering Green got a 3-day eviction notice around 4 p.m. on Friday, meaning it kicks in today. So we went around trying to contact resources that she could contact before business hours closed today. And the result, she's not going anywhere. Green had originally called us because her apartment complex towed her car. After Green spoke on camera, she was given an eviction notice. We helped her contact legal aid in Belton nearby, and she talked to a lawyer.
Tenant doesn't actually have to leave, though, until a judge says they have to.
We later found out there was nothing filed in court against Green, at least not yet, and it looked like she was just being bullied. Green is happy to find out she has a chance to fight.
You can't be bullied out of your apartment or your dwelling. Whatever you're renting, you cannot be bullied out of there.
Green didn't leave, and her apartment complex never actually went through with the eviction. She got to stay as long as needed.
The Sheriff's Department opened this case last September and it is still open today. Channel 6's Andrew Moore went to Gatesville to find out what the holdup is.
Seems like in other towns, when people cheat disabled people and elderly people, it's a big thing.
I contacted the sheriff's office and was able to prove the case did get started, but it seemed like it was assigned to only one deputy and he never finished his interviews or got the information the DA needed. We ran a story and it got the sheriff's attention.
Gatesville family is seeing new movement on their case against a local contractor after Channel 6 ran a story just 2 days ago.
3 detectives came up and they said they were going to put some fresh eyes on the case.
Sheriff Williams later told us over the phone he had already assigned the new detectives before we did the story.
The deputy was doing the best he could with it. He had answered several of the questions, but there were a few that was just above his pay grade.
Of course, having a full team of deputies show up the day after we did the story was one heck of a coincidence.
When the story was on Channel 6, the very next morning they called.